All right, good night, everyone. Welcome back to our workout for tonight.
Today we got Battle of the Bands, part one. We're going to be doing some introduction. So I want you to go ahead and bring I got two groups here. I got those on YouTube, and then we have the original Fitmaz on Zoom. So you guys already know what it is. If you're on Zoom, you got to bring your cameras on. If you're on YouTube, then there's no camera option. So we are pretty much cool to go there. Now you're going to need to bring out your bands for me. And there are two types of bands that is normally being used. It is the resistance bands, the loop ones, like these ones. Right? Alright, give me 1 second, yeah? Which are you going? Alright, so we're back in a gear here now. Lovely. So you see everybody's on, bring your bands out. There are two types of bands. There's the loop version and there's the one with the handles. So whichever one you're working with, that's fine. Now something to note, you're also going to need the hook, right? I will do some of that tonight. So when I say the hook, you know your bands is normally hooked up. You could use the burglar bars to hook it. Going from a high position. For me, I'll be using this one. Right, well, I'll be hooking it from here. So I'll keep one back there and I'll keep one in front. So let's go ahead with the setup, which is very important. Let's start with the setup. And once you guys set up, I'll give you a few minutes to set up. And then we'll jump into the routine. Right, so I have my hanging band and I have the normal band. Right, so I see everybody's on, everybody's getting set up. And everybody is building from there. And then we're going to jump into the actual routine, okay? Lovely, lovely, lovely. You're looking good. Right. So we are all there, we are all set. And let me just do this real quick. Everybody is building from there. And then we're going to jump into the actual routine, okay? Lovely, lovely, lovely. You're looking good. Right. So we are all there, we are all set. And let me just do this real quick. Okay, so everybody's there now? Lovely. Right. So, before we begin, let's start with a word of prayer. Dear Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. We thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to be here tonight. As we get into this routine, we invite your presence to pray. In Jesus' name, amen. Lovely. So, we are going to be beginning the routine now. Perfect. So what I'm going to do tonight is, because it's an introduction, I'm going to go like I'm teaching fresh from beginning. So we have the band set up. Couple things you want to pay attention to, especially when you're starting this workout. Always look at your bands and check for any kinks. When we say kinks, it's like mini tears in the bands, because that could cause the band to burst, especially when you start to get under tension, right? So always check your bands periodically for kinks. Normally if you just buy them, you shouldn't have a problem. These will normally happen if you are putting them down for a long period of time, or also if you are hooking them like between things with jagged edges. So just something to note. Now that's going to be on band safety. Secondly, when you are setting up the bands for a workout, for example, if you're starting it, make sure that it's not to the tip of your toes or the back of your heels. It should be almost in the center. Why? Because when you start to put tension under that, any improper security of the bands will cause it to come flying. And trust me, getting sting with these bands isn't pretty, right? It will definitely remind you of your childhood licks. So, just thought I would put that out there. Right. Now that being said, let us then proceed now to do each workout by the body parts. So we're going to do all of the leg routines first, and then we're going to build from there. Alright? Now what I'll do first of all, I'm going to show you guys all of the mods, and then we'll go up to the normal workout. So for this one, you will need a chair or a stool if you have that. And I suggest, even if you don't need the mods, just do the mods just for the purpose of learning it, because there may be a time in the future when you may need it. Okay? So let us start with the squat first of all. So anytime you get into squat, stand with the bands just outside the shoulder width. Right? So just outside the shoulder width. Lovely. And you bring them up here. Now, there are some bands that are too short for this. If your band is too short, then you will hold your hands right down here. Make sense? So if you have one of those short bands, your hands will either be here or your hands will be up here. So that will be your two positions. So if you can't get it up there, that's fine, just hold it down here. To increase the tension, increase the bands, or wrap them around. Right? So let us assume that we all have our bands set up now. We're going to do the squat, which is going to be sit, right down, break the squat, and stand up. Make sense? So down, sit, stand up. Down, sit, stand up. 2, and again I'm just sitting because I have the chair. If you don't have the chair and you're squatting fine, then you're just going to go up and down. Right? Lovely. Pause. Now, let me show you guys some other tricks. Putting the chair away. We're going back to the squat now. And we're going to bring it up here, just like this. Let's say, for example, you want to add a little bit more. Or this is too much for you. Let's say, for example, this is too much for you, and it's hard on your knees. What you will then do, you will put the bands like this, and you will put one foot in the bands. Everybody see that? So instead of both feet, you will put one foot only. Right. Right? Once you do that now, you bend your leg up, press down. Up, press down. Now this way, you can control the tension on your knees, and I'll also bring it out just to show you guys what it looks like with this one as well. But yeah, you'll control the tension on your knees. Right, back here, up, down, up, down. So what we're gonna do, so for example, if your band is short, it will be the exact same thing, except your hand will stay in the same position. Keep your hands down, so up, start the tension, press down, 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3, right? Lovely. So now, what we're going to do, we're going to put that into practice. We're going to start with the standard squat, and then we're going to move into the modified squat. So get on your bands, feet just outside the shoulder width. Lovely. Hold your bands right here. Perfect. Or if you can't get it up, you hold it down here. You have your two options. So let's do 8 of these. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Down, pause, up. 1. Down, pause, up. 2. Down, pause, up. 3. Down, pause, up. 4. Down, pause, up. 5. Down, pause, up. 6. Down, pause, up. 7. Down, pause, up. 8. Take one foot out of the band. And we're going to do that bended knee. So this will also be what you will do for a squat or even a lunge. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Up, press. 1, up, press. 2, up, press. 3, up, press. 4, up, press. 5, up, press. 6, up, press. 7, up, press. 8. Switch legs, because what we do on one leg we must do on the other. Lovely, we are there. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Up, press. 1, up, press. 2, up, press. 3, up, press. 4, up, press. 5, up, press. 6, up, press. 7, up, press. 8. Now one thing to note, especially if you have the hanging band, this is not a problem so much if your hands are up, but if your hands are down, what will tend to happen, right? When you move your hands with the bands, you'll tend to move your hands. All your hands is doing is anchoring the bands. So if you keep your hands like this, for example, lock it to your side. In this case, I might wrap my bands a little bit. Lock it to your side like this. Up, press. Now look at my hands. My hands are not moving. Just my leg is doing the work. So this is especially for those with the bands down. If your bands are up, this is not really a problem because you tend to keep your hand in that same position. Right? So just something to note there. Lovely. So now, and remember tonight is band basics, okay? So we won't get like a full workout in, we're just going through the band exercises, we're doing the basics. Tomorrow, we'll probably do a full workout in. Next up is going to be the press. Anything you can do seated, anything you can do standing, sorry, you can do it seated. So if this is too much on your back, and for this specific exercise, you will need a longer band. If you have the shorter band, I will show you shortly. Right? Right, this is it right here, and the band is in front of your face, or just under your chin. When you're pushing up, clear your chin. Right, so it's going to be up, hold, slowly down. Up, hold, slowly down. Now, what about if my band is too short and I can't get that full range of motion? Simple. What you do, you have to do one arm at a time. So you put the band like this, wrap it around your foot or secure it by your foot, and you're going to do one hand at a time. So it will be up, press, slowly down. Up, press, slowly down. Right. Right. I see you have it there. Right? So now let's do 8 of these, and then we'll do 8 single arm for those who have the. So if you only have a short band, then you will do 8 on one hand, 8 on the other hand. 3. Oh, let me show you guys something. If you notice where my hands is at, it's not like this. It is more like about shoulder width. So I try to keep my hands shoulder width. Something I would always do before I do exercise, I will do one like a test run, just to make sure that the bands are balanced. That's going to be a biggest challenge. Right, that's the test run. Are you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Press, 1, press, 2, press, 3, press, 4, press, 5, press, 6, press, 7, press, 8. Very good. Shake it off. Now, just thinking out loud, if I had a short band, I'm just watching one of my clients doing a short band. If I had a short band and length is a problem, just doing this out loud, right? You could probably sit in it. You just sit like this. That will make the band a little bit longer. Push up, down, up, down. Just something to, maybe you could try. If your bands are too short, just sit. That will put you closer to the ground. And you should be able to have a little bit more. How does that work? Yes, but I see hands moving there. So I know it's working. So that is the fix for the short band. Just do it seated. So you're putting yourself closer to the floor. Lovely, lovely. So we're going to go back to this. And you could probably stay seated hands with this one, because we'll move right into the other. So your hands are going to stay like this. Out in front, down. All these are shoulder exercises, right? Out in front, down. We're going to do 8 this way. And then we'll switch to the press and do 8 press. Okay? So for this one, you will need a lighter band. So if you have a lighter band, switch to a lighter band. And then you could switch back after you are finished. Are you guys ready? Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Up, hold, down. 1, up, hold, down. 2, up, hold, down. 3, up, hold, down. 4, up, hold, down. 5, up, hold, down. 6, up, hold, down. 7, up, hold, down. 8. Lovely. You're going for the press now. So if you are standing and you have a short band, you can sit. If your band is long enough, stay standing. Right, chest up. Natural arch of the back. Looking up actually helps you with this exercise, by the way. Just something to note. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Up, hold, down. 1. Up, hold, down. 2. Up, hold, down. 3. Up, hold, down. 4. Up, hold, down. 5. Up, hold, down. 6. Up, hold, down. 7. Up, hold, down. 8. Lovely. Lovely. Now, just point to me on the camera where you feel this exercise the most. So for those on Zoom, just touch, right, that is exactly where you're supposed to feel it, and. So, and it's touching your shoulders, that's exactly where you're supposed to feel it. Or over here where you feel it, right. And the upper chest, perfect, that is exactly where you will feel this. Right, so for those of you on Zoom, you could go ahead and touch as well. I wouldn't see you, but you can drop it in the comments, right? So, what we are doing so far, we are building the foundation exercises. So when we jump on the live class and we say, hey, we're going to do squats. You say, okay, I can't squat, you already know what the modification is. You do a leg press, fine. I say, hey, class, we're going to do lunges. We haven't touched lunges yet, but I was going to show you. Lunges up and down. You know you can't do all of that? Same thing. You just get on this, bring your bands up, and you're pressing. So nobody's going to be left behind. I say, hey, we're going to be doing presses. Boom. Oh boy, my band is short. No worries. Get on my chair, sit down, and I'm still able to exercise. Right? So now, that is the leg workout. That's one of the leg exercises, the shoulder exercises. Now let's do a chest press. This is where you will go to your hanging band. And I may need to move this camera a little bit closer for that one. But the hanging band, you're going to either hang it through a burglar bar. So if you have a burglar bar, you can hang it through there. Some of the resistance bands come with door anchors. Right? So if your resistance band has a door anchor, that's where you will use the door anchor. Even if you have to go off camera to find the door anchor, that's fine. Right? And then we're going to build from there. So that is the door anchor. Yep. So how you set the door anchor. And for this one, let me just take it out of the foot here. So let's go. Right. So this is my door anchor, as you guys can see. This is the door anchor. Right? You're going to put the big part over. And you're going to always put it on the inside. So you want to be closing the door anchor. Now you have your anchor here, and you can put your bands through. Mine's look a little bit different, but it's pretty much the same thing. And don't worry, if you guys don't catch it this time, as we go, you can always go back to the recording and do it over. So let me just show you guys again. So this is the anchor. I'm putting it inside of the door, right, as you guys can see here, and I'm closing the door in the direction of the ball. Right? So I see Gwen set up there. Now if you don't have an anchor, that is perfectly fine. You simply go and look for a burglar bar. A burglar bar like this. And you put it through. And there you go. Right? Alright, so I think everybody is set there. So let's get back on our holster here. Right, we're back on stand. This is a dynamic class. We're moving it as we go along. Lovely. So chest press is the exercise we're going to be working with. And let me just bring this here a little bit closer so you guys can see me there. Right. So chest press is our exercise. We're going to be holding the bands here. And for the benefit of those who have the other one, let me go ahead and put that up. Right, so this will be the other one. The handles. So you have both of them. Let me work with the Fitman one first and then I'll work with the other one. So this is what you'll be doing. You stand like this and this is your hand position. So if you notice, I'm putting one foot forward, boom, and I'm standing right like this. This is my starting position. Now my bands are anchored higher, so I'm pushing down. If your bands are anchored lower, then you'll be pushing out. Right? So everybody got that? Lovely. So now once you're here, one foot is forward, chest is going to go out, and you press back. Press back. Let me pause there. Let me switch now to the one with the handles. Right? So you don't have to hang it band high, where you can hang it wherever is comfortable for you. Right. Perfect. So open your hands a little bit, press down, in, in. Lovely. Now, what I want you guys to focus on, right? It is a pressing movement. So I see some folks doing the fly. That is also an exercise, but it's not the one we're working on now. So this is the fly. The fly is this. Like a butterfly, open, close, open. That is not what we're doing. We're doing the press. So you can put the bands under your arm like this. And it's like you're moving in the direction of a push-up. So you push, back, push, back, push, back. Now let me come into the screen and take a quick peep. So go ahead and see you have it there. Okay, Irvia, let me see you again. Just switch your camera a bit. So those on YouTube, let's do it together. Right. Okay. So what else I would do for you, Irvia, I'll say drop the bands a little bit because the height that is, I don't want you to hang yourself on this. Right? I'm joking, of course. Right. So to drop it a little bit, I would normally, just to make it easy for guys, I would normally recommend like a shoulder height, except otherwise stated. So you're just starting out, just do like a shoulder height. Mine's a little bit higher, but I'll just use it for the, right. So now hold the handles to me over here. Step forward. Right, so you're starting under tension. So if I want to do what you are doing, I would look like this. I would hold the handles. I'm going to put the bands under my arm, right? Under my armpits. Right. So Anna, see you watching me? So I'm under my armpits. I'm going to step forward. So now I'm starting under tension. Push, squeeze, back. Push, squeeze, back. Now you could try underarm and you could try overarm. So overarm, if that's comfortable for you, you can try that as well. So push, squeeze, back. Push, squeeze, back. So which one is more comfortable for you? You work with that one. Right. If you had the Fitman band, the loops, it will be exactly the same thing. Put your hands in, step forward, and out away from the bands, push, back. Now the Fitman bands, you can actually just put your hand through the space in the loop. Push, back. Push, back. Right? So everybody said that. Anne, how are we doing? Let me see you, Anne. Gwenna, you have it. Right. Okay. So just one thing I want you guys to know now. When you push in, try and push in the direction of the band. So push down. Make sure your hand goes the same direction every time. Down, back, back. Now we're going to do 8 of these. And let's get ready to roll. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Press 1. Press 2. Press 3. Press 4. Press 5. Press 6, press, 7, last one, press, and 8. Very good. Now, point to the camera, and Irvia, just point to note, right? You can actually hold the handles for this one if that is easier. Right? You can actually put your hands right in the handles. You probably just have to step forward a bit more, just like Anne is doing and Gwen is doing. You could actually put your hands in the handles here if you want. Right? So something to note. Lovely. So just point for me on the camera where you guys are feeling this. And those of you on Zoom, on YouTube, just drop it in the chat and tell me where exactly you're feeling this exercise. So touch the area for me. Right. Okay, so that is correct. So you will feel it up here, and you'll also feel it in the tricep. Because those are the muscles that are primarily involved in the pushing. Upper chest and your tricep, which will be behind here. Right? So you already know if we're trying to work the arms, we could get a little extra when we put some chest exercises in. We'll also be working this. Right? So, lovely. Alana, we good? Right. Perfect. Now, you guys started off with the flies, so I'm going to join you there. So this is the next exercise for the chest, and this one you would normally use with a light band. And no worries, the cushion exercise I'll show you. So the one that you are doing first, close, open, close, open. Right? So I know Gwen and Anna already started off with that. So let's do 8 of these, and you could use your handles. Now for this exercise, you tend to want to use a lighter band, okay? So let's get ready. I'm going to do it with you guys. I'll use this one like what Irvia has. So start with your hands open. Start with your hands in the open position. 3, 2, 1. Close, squeeze the chest, open. Full range. Close, squeeze the chest, open. Full range. Close, squeeze the chest, open. Full range. Close, squeeze the chest, open. 2 more. Close, squeeze the chest, open, full range. Close, squeeze the chest, open, full range. Last one. Close, hold the squeeze, hold the squeeze, hold the squeeze, and slow release. Very good. Very good. Lovely. Touch the area you're feeling. And put it in the chat as well. Triceps. Right. Triceps. Okay. Don't worry. So as you build the chest, you'll start to feel it more in the chest, okay? Don't worry, we'll connect the muscles to the chest. Lovely. So, next up, rows. This is a very good one. You already have a band hanging, so leave that hanging band, and I'm going to show you guys 2 variations. The first one, if everything is good, let's put it right here. This is the one we normally do on the live workouts. So you guys know the bent over row, right? Everybody knows the bent over row. You just stand on the bands like this, pull up, squeeze, down. Now, most persons, especially over 50, would tend to have some sort of lower back problem, or if you're carrying some extra blessings. So, this is where this would come in. And we'll even go a step further. I'll show you how I'll be using it with the chair, and I'll actually recommend the seated version. Right, so what you will do, here is your chair, this is your band, you adjust it based on the weight of the band, sit like this, chest is up, shoulders back, pull, squeeze, release, pull, squeeze, release. A lot of this is where you might be able to get the poplar band in, right? If I'm using the normal band, I'll do the same thing. Set up like this, sit on the chair, and we'll go pull, squeeze, release. Pull, squeeze, release. Right? So let's do a couple of these. I'm going to come to watch you now. So everybody get to the band. Get your... Right? Some of you standing still, that's fine. If you want to stand and do it, that's perfectly fine. So you have both options. If the back is giving trouble, this is where you would actually sit. So you'll take the back out of it. If the back is not giving trouble and you want to stand and do it, that's fine. Now if you stand and do the same thing that you do with the chest, which is put 1 foot forward to give you that extra balance, okay? So now everybody, hands is in the air, get ready. Right, 3, hold on Ovia, any reason I'm holding the handles? Any particular reason I'm holding handles? No, just out of curiosity. I mean, if you're comfortable how you had it, that's fine now. Don't let me pressure you. I'm just wondering if there's any reason. If not, if you're comfortable the other way, you keep it the other way. Alright? Alright guys, get ready. Hands up. 3. Keep your chest out so you're pulling it as if you're pulling it into your chest. 3. Chest up. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pull. 1. Slow release. Pull. 2. Slow release. Pull. 3. We're going to stop at 4. Slow release. Pull. 4. Slow release. Pause. Okay. And come to the camera. Come to the camera. So watch me, right? When you're doing the pulling, let me just use this. Right? When you're doing the pulling, the rest of the body, look at my foot. So one foot will go forward to give me some stability. The rest of the body will stay still. The hands only will pull and release. So nothing else is moving, just your hands pulling back, driving the elbows, pulling, squeeze, release. Alright? So give it a try. We're going to go to 5 this time. Orvia, you got it? Alana, you got it? Gwen, think you have, Gwen, yes, I don't know Gwen have it. Alright, so set your bands up. So this exercise also is one of those that you could go a little bit heavier on. But don't worry, as we go through the training, I'll tell you when to up your bands and when to keep your bands low. So once I say drop the bands, drop the bands. Alright, everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Pull, squeeze, release. 1, pull, squeeze, release. 2, pull, squeeze, release. 3, pull, squeeze, release. 4, pull, squeeze, release. Let's go to 8. Pull, squeeze, release. Keep that chest up. Pull, squeeze, release. Pull, squeeze, release. Last one. Get ready to hold it. Pull and hold. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Slow release. Slow release. Very good. Alright, we didn't mention this in the safety, but let me just mention it now. Whenever you are coming out of a band exercise, so for example that one we just did, when you release, normally, especially if you're tired, you'll have the tendency to let go of the bands. If you do that, you could damage yourself, the bands could pull out. So always when you release it, make sure to take the tension off, and then release. Alright? So very good, very good. We're looking good. And we almost there. Hey, we almost there. Let's do some hand work now. Let's do some hand work now. Right? You already there are the bands. I'm gonna ask you now to bring the band down. You're gonna bring it. In fact, no. Leave the hanging band. Leave the hanging band. Leave the hanging band. Or if you're going to try using handles to this one, right? We're going to try. And try and see if we get the handles used there. So, let me show you guys 2 variations. In fact, before I do that, this is how you're going to be doing it. Your hands are going to come, lock these onto your side. Right? Chest stays out. You're going to press down, up. Now if you notice, these does not come off my side. They stay here. Elbows, press down, up. Right, that is it, Orvia. That is it. So you're going to lock the bands in now. You may have to make a little slush. Down. Let me try and turn this way. Let's see how we can do this. I need you to see me. So let's move the camera on. Soon we'll get a cameraman, fear not. Right. So this is us right here. Excellent. So this is my position. Lock my hands on. I have my hands in the bands. Press down straight. I'm going to a straight arm, back up. Let me close my foot a bit. So press down. So it's outside of my legs. Straight, back down. Press down, straight, back down. Right. Now if you have the other bands, Alana, it will be the same thing. So stand like this. Press down, straighten the arms, back up. Press down, look at my chest, and back up. Now if you notice, for all of the exercises, my chest stay upright. Right, so Orvia, you have it. And let me see you. Very good. And is the band too tight for you? It's good? Okay. Right. Alana, let me see you. Right, that's it. Gwen, let me see you. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to do it together. But one thing to note for Alana. So for Alana, or for those with the loops, right, this is just another trick you could use. We have the bands like this, right? Sometimes they may get too heavy. Actually, no, I'm not going to teach you no tricks yet. Stick with the good way. Stick with the good procedure, no tricks yet. Alright, let's go. Let's do 8 of these. So hold the bands, Lock your hands onto your side. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Press down. Squeeze. 1. Release. Press down. Squeeze. 2. Release. Press down. 3. Squeeze. Release. Press down. 4. Squeeze. Release. Press down. 5. Squeeze. Release. Press down. 6. Squeeze. Release. Press down. 7. Squeeze. Release. Press down. 8. Squeeze. Release. Very good. Relax it. Where do you feel that? Just touch your part for me. That is where exactly you're supposed to feel it. And where you feeling it? Right. Lovely. Lovely. So we're cooking with gas there. The last one we're going to do now is something we call the wood chop. Right. Let me just carry this bad boy back here. Right. So you're still on the bands. You're grabbing the band that is hanging here. Now imagine you are using an axe and you're going to be chopping. So hands like this. Press down, up, down, up. Now release the band. Let me just show you something, right? Look at my trunk, right? It's twisting, down, twisting, down. For this one, you will need a lightish band, okay? A lightish band. So if you have the handles, pins, we're going to hold it like this. So look at this. I'm putting my hand like this, clasping my hands in. So down, up, move out, down, up. And something to note, you want to, when you hold the band, just move to the side until the band starts to be on tension. So twist down, up, down, up. Alright? Right, you guys got it? Right, so and use your both hands. Use your both hands. Right, so you hold your both hands like this. Look at my hand. Right, so starting on the tension, you're going to twist your trunk. Just practice your twist, and you twist down, up, down, up, down, up. Right, so and that band might be a little bit too stiff, right? Just watching it, I can see it's a little bit too stiff. Right? Lovely. And pause. Now what you will do, you did one side, so you have to do the other side. Now I don't want to turn my back to you. So switch sides now. Go to the other side. Right. So get ready. Alright, and what you're going to do now, same thing. 3, 2, 1, twist, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's it. 5, 6, 7, and 8, 2 more, 9, last one, 10. Good job. Lovely. Relax. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. So I'm gonna pause there for now. I don't want to give you guys too much because I don't want to overwhelm you. What I would recommend that you guys do though, go back on YouTube and watch this video and just practice them, especially the ones that give you challenge. Practice them until you get them, right? Now this specific one could be a little bit challenging. The main thing to note is that once you hold it, you're going to put one hand in and clasp. Even if you have the normal bands, you put one hand in and clasp. And then step away so the bands are starting under tension. And you go in the direction of the bands. Down, up. So your trunk, look at my trunk. My trunk is the one that's twisting. My legs are not twisting so much, except this back leg. I'm just kind of making a, like a half circle with it. So this is what you're doing. So what you could probably even do is practice the motion first and then add the bands. Alright? So practice the motion first and then add the bands. When you do the other side, same thing. Right? Right, that is it. That is it. Right? Perfect. Yeah, I think that should cover it for now. So, hope you guys enjoy this one. It's going to take some getting used to, right? The bands operate a little bit different than you would the dumbbells. So, once you get used to them, then it really clicks for you. But we're going to take our time. We're going to lay a strong foundation so that when we plug into the actual live workouts, this will be an easier flow for you. Because the last thing I want to be doing is that we go in hell hard and then you're not familiar with the exercises or you do something and damage yourself. So that's why I like to take my time with the foundation, so at least you have it down packed and then we build from there. Alright guys, take care, have yourselves a great night, and I'll see you guys on our next